Okay, hello. It is around 1 p.m. on January 25th, 2020. Welcome to the weather update. And the rain is finally starting to move in. You could see, looking at this radar here, that some really heavy rain just to our west in New Jersey. And you have some icing upstate and snow further up into Canada. But for our area, it's mostly rain. I can make this zoom in a little bit so we can see here. Look at this heavy rain that is occurring over New Jersey. They're just getting pounded right now with heavy rain over New Jersey, especially the northern part of the state. Looks like into northeastern Pennsylvania, just getting pounded with heavy rain. Let's get a little closer here. And again, this is heading our way within the next. It's going to start very soon. The good news is it won't last for too long once it's here. It's actually a relatively narrow band of heavy rain. And you can see here it is here. It almost looks like a line, a squall line almost in a way here. But there is no lightning. I looked at the lightning detection. But this is the rain coming in. So probably within the next hour or so, it's going to start on Long Island. And it's going to last probably, looking at this, the worst of it's probably going to be around 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. And then after that, it should start improving, hopefully. Here's another look at that radar, and you'll see here the really heavy stuff right over northern New Jersey, and this is the heavy stuff heading our way right here. And if we look at the National Weather Service radar, you will see here it is again. That heavy stuff is approaching our area, but again, the good news is if we go and we look at the Mount Holly radar, you can see the back edge is already over the extreme southern part of New Jersey. So this isn't going to last for too long. It'll be a shot, a heavy rain for probably around 3 hours or so, and then we're going to be done with it. Let's take a look at some of our observations across the area. We do have some strong winds in certain areas. You see some wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour. On Long Island, we have temperatures in the 40s, so 46 at Islip Airport there, with an east wind at 28, gusting to 35. So that's pretty impressive there, and that's why there's that coastal flood advisory in effect for the South Shore, and mainly the South Shore. We have a 34 mile an hour gust at this buoy over here, where it's 47 degrees, and as usual, it's warmer in New Jersey, especially the southern part over Tom's River. This is probably where the warm sector is, so temperatures are in the low 50s. And if we go, let's see which one is Tom's River. At Miller Air Park. This is Lakehurst, so 51 at Lakehurst. The dew point is 50, so it's humid there, and the winds are gusting to 32 miles an hour. Let's see if we can find Tom's River here. That's still Lakehurst. This might be it. That's Quail Field. They're at 52 degrees. I don't know. I can't seem to find Miller Air Park here. Here's one that's off the south sea, so it's 50. It's a lot warmer there. Look at these wind gusts, though, 34 miles an hour. I don't know why we can't find Belmar Farmingdale's 50. So you can see where the warm air is. It's over New Jersey. For some reason, we are missing Miller Air Park. There's McGuire 52. So for some reason, but you can see these wind gusts up in the 30s. So we're getting some pretty strong winds out there. When that rain falls, it's going to be accompanied by these strong winds, so it's going to be pretty bad out there once it hits. And I wanted to see if there's any impact to the power systems here. So let's just take a look at that. New York, not too many outages in New York. Let's see, probably mostly upstate. Let's see. Yeah, that icing might be causing some outages. As far as our area goes, no, not many. Only 705 on Long Island. But it's probably JCP now. It's getting hit hard. So let's go look at New Jersey. No, not too many outages. It's inland. It's a couple in Bergen County. It's mostly inland, actually, not at the coast. Even though we have these high winds, it's mostly not at the coast, which is interesting. So let's look at the models, even though we're kind of in the middle of this already, and not really much point looking at them. but we will look at them nonetheless. So this is the GFS, and maybe a little slow on the time. I think it is a little slow on the timing. This is why I don't even want to look at the models, because the GFS is already too slow on the timing. So I'm not even going to look at that one right there, right? Because that's just too slow. Let's look at the NAM 3 kilometer. So this is the most rapid update one that we have here. You can see it has that really strong squall line, and that like that band of heavy rain is tropical moisture just coming up from the south there along this band of rain, and then we see that rain move, like I said, probably has it around 3-4 o'clock, moving across Long Island, 3-4-5 o'clock, and then it's done by 6 or 7. It's done, except for the east end of Long Island. So like I said, it's not going to last for too long, but we will see a good amount of rain from this. We will see approximately, let's see the total cumulative range. Yeah, we're going to see a good inch of rain, probably a little more in New Jersey, especially the northern part. That seems to be where they're really getting hammered, in this area right here. Let's look at the HRRR model now. Trying to look at the more rapid update models so you can get an idea of. So the HRRR rainfall has, again, that heavier rain over New Jersey. Long Island probably won't see quite as much, but it's still going to be bad here. Let's go look at the actual. Timing seems to be doing well on this too as well. You can see there's that narrow band of rain, and it moves through and then it's out of here. So it won't last for too long. That's the good news. It won't last for too long. Move through and then it'll be out of here. When it's with us, though, we're gonna have some really heavy rain, and you'll have to be. And then we of course have to worry about the winds too with this. But what you see out there is what you're gonna get. I don't think the winds are gonna get any higher than this. But we do have this strong low-level jet that we have to watch, and that's the issue. So if we go to windy.com, I'll just show it to you for a moment here. Show it about this low-level jet. All right. So you can see this is the current winds right now across the area. You can see it's mostly along the coast that you're getting these strong winds coming in from the east-southeast. And if we go to wind gusts, you will see that some of these wind gusts. This is a little over down here with the wind gusts, but I'm using this to make a point. So if we go above the surface here to 850. Let's do 850. This is the low-level jet here. This is what I want to show you. So you see, this is the actual low-level jet. So this is above the surface here. So any of those showers, or maybe even a thunderstorm, could bring those winds down in a small area. And this is that low-level jet that I'm talking about here. You can clearly see it right here. This is the LLJ. That's what we call a low-level jet. And a low-level jet, basically, you get these LLJ events, and they transport all this tropical moisture right up. And that's exactly what's going on right now. So it's a narrow band, and that's where the band of rain is narrow, and it's within this LLJ, or low-level jet, that we're going to see that heavy rain. So move this forward, and I'll show you the progression of this low-level jet. So let's go to 4 p.m. You can see it's now over Long Island, and this is again above the surface at 850 millibars. All right. So that's the LJ right there. You can see, again, these aren't winds at the surface. These are winds aloft, but some of this could get brought down to the surface, and that's why there could be some strong wind gusts. And then by 6 o'clock, it's mostly done for us, except for the east end of Long Island. And so it's not going to last, like I said, it's not going to be that long of an event, but it's going to be an intense event, and it's going to be starting shortly. So if you are heading outside, please use caution. I'd rather not. So that does wrap up this weather update. Take care.